Learning styles refers to the preferential way in which the student absorbs, processes, comprehends, and retains information. There are four main learning styles according to Cole: activist, pragmatist, theorist, and reflector. An activist involve themselves fully and without bias in new experiences. They enjoy the here and now and are happy to be dominated by immediate experiences. Theories adapt and integrate observations into complex but logically sound theories. They think problems through in a vertical, step-by-step logical way. They assimilate facts into coherent theories. Reflectors like to stand back and ponder experiences and observe them from many different perspectives. They collect data both firsthand and from others and prefer to think about it thoroughly before coming to any conclusion. Pragmatists are keen on trying out ideas, theories, and techniques to see if they work in practice. They positively search out new ideas and take the first opportunity to experiment with applications. This study was conducted to determine the most common learning style among research methodology students school year 2016 to 2017 in each department, gender, and age group. The objectives are to determine the most common learning style for each department, to determine the most common learning style for males and females, and to determine the most common learning style for students aged 19 to 20 years old. For the methodology, the type of study design used is cross-sectional and descriptive in order to describe the distribution of the respondents in accordance to their preferred learning style. For the population, the respondents are the research methodology students from OT, PT, SLP, SPS of CRS. The data was gathered through completion of an online survey, and the study design that is utilized is descriptive study design in order to describe the learning styles of a population. Out of 5,320 responses, 1,649 or 31% are reflector, 1,330 or 25% are pragmatist, 1,223 or 23% are theorist, and 1,064 or 20% are activist. The figure shows the summary of the responses per category that includes all departments, both male and female, in ages 19 to 20 years old. In order to come up with the following graphs, data was collated and sorted through the use of MS Excel. A coding manual was created in order to guide the researchers as to how each question on the survey is to be classified under every learning style. In Figure 1, the graph illustrates a distribution based on the most common learning style for each department. For the first column, 5% from each department are activist. For the second column, 6% from OD, SLP, and SPS are theorists, while 5% is for the PT students. For the third column, 8% from each department are reflectors, and lastly, 6% from OT, PT, SLP are pragmatists, while 7% come from SPS. Figure 2 illustrates the distribution of learning styles in accordance to gender. For the first column, 13% of the female population and 6% of the males are activists. For the second column, 12% of the female population and 13% of the males are theorists. For the third column, 16% of both genders are reflectors. And lastly, 13% of the female population and 12% of males are pragmatists. Figure 3 illustrates the distribution of learning styles in accordance to age, which ranges from 19 to 20 years old. For the first column, 55% of students aged 19 to 20 are activists. For the second column, 66% are theorists. For the third column, 84% are reflectors, and 67% are pragmatists. The group concludes that the most common learning style for each department, gender, and age group is reflector. With this, the researchers conclude that the general population of the study learns from gathering first and second-hand data and analyzing it through experiences and events which is significant for them in reaching definite conclusion. They are generally cautious, thoughtful, and consider all possible angles and implications before making a decision. They are also observant and good listeners before making their own points. The study can help future therapists on how to generally instruct and what type of activities to give to maximize their specific learning style. This can also be applied to CRS students, since the results of the study may help instructors have an idea on what is the best method of instruction to give, especially in lectures and laboratory work through the use of different cues, providing opportunity for both individual and group work and the length of time given in order to accomplish a task.